I'm dying. It's a fact. A farewell performance was something I insisted on doing. I don't want to disappear silently. I have to say goodbye in person. I thought spinal surgery could save me, but it turned out to be even worse. The combination of nerve damage, infection, and Parkinson's disease crushed me. I was almost a useless person, and even flipping over hurt like a knife. Nowadays, people have to push wheelchairs wherever they go. I regret having that surgery. It's not those doctors who keep me alive, but Sharon, that woman who supported my messy life. She knew how terrible I was when I was young. She should have dumped me countless times, but never left. I can't sing anymore, but this time I have to stand on the stage, even if I'm sitting. I want everyone to see, no matter how weak my body is, the Dark Prince is still here.
The world of rock music changed forever on July 22nd when Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, passed away at the age of 76. There's a lot of interest in the details of the funeral and the tributes being paid. Ozzy is being remembered for his legendary music career as the iconic lead vocalist of the heavy metal band Black Sabbath. In this video, we'll uncover all the details about Ozzy Osbourne's funeral arrangements, the wave of tributes from fans and celebrities like Elton John and the band Pantera, and an exclusive update about his burial plans. His wife, Sharon, and their 4 children shared the news, which surprised music fans everywhere. Ozzy was surrounded by loved ones at his home in Buckinghamshire. There are plans for a large public celebration of his life, followed by a smaller private funeral. Less than 3 weeks before he passed, Ozzy played his last show, a huge concert called Back to the Beginning, on July 5th in Birmingham. This event brought in over $190 million for charities, and Ozzy reunited with his Black Sabbath bandmates for a powerful goodbye. Even with his fight against Parkinson's disease, Ozzy sat on a black throne but still put on a strong and touching performance. Other big bands like Slayer, Metallica, and Guns N' Roses also played. Speaking to the 40,000 fans, Ozzy's voice was full of feeling.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love you, we love you.
For Ozzy, this was more than just a concert. It was a love letter to his roots. This event, put together with Sharon's strong support, showed his toughness and his deep connection to his hometown. Fans knew they were seeing history. A fan who was at the concert, Jake Brooks, said later, "He got to say goodbye, and we got to say goodbye back," adding, "There was not a dry eye at Villa Park. For him to do it at home meant the world to him, meant the world to fans, and it was a mutual thank you and respect." In an interview from 2011, Ozzy said he wanted his funeral to be a celebration, not a sad event. "There will be no harping on the bad times. I want it to be a time to say thanks." After Ozzy's death, a big public celebration of his life is being planned in Birmingham, his beloved city. This will be full of stars and thousands of fans, all coming to honor the Prince of Darkness and recognize his huge impact on music and culture. Birmingham, known as the home of heavy metal, holds special meaning for Ozzy. Places like the Black Sabbath Bridge and a band mural are already popular fan spots. Since his passing, these locations have become shrines adorned with flowers, drinks, and notes. Hundreds of big names will want to pay their respects and celebrate his life and legacy, as well as thousands of fans who will line the streets to say goodbye. And who might be a big part of this event? Many celebrities, including Sir Rod Stewart, Noel Gallagher, and Sir Elton John, shared heartfelt tributes after the news broke. Other famous artists like Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers said, "Ozzy rules. There will never be another," showing how much he was loved. Elton John called him a dear friend and a true legend. Even the Muppets honored him. His hometown loved him like no other. Youngblood, the 27-year-old British rock artist, is expected to play a major part in Ozzy's Birmingham tribute. Ozzy saw a similar wild spirit in Youngblood, who performed a touching cover of Black Sabbath's Changes at Ozzy's last show. After Ozzy's death, Youngblood shared an emotional Instagram message saying, "I didn't think you would leave so soon. You were the greatest of all time. You will be in every single note I sing. Your cross around my neck is the most precious thing I own." While the public celebration will be huge, Ozzy's family wants their privacy during this sad time. A smaller private funeral is planned after the Birmingham event, only for close family and friends. The Osbourne family shared a message highlighting their wish for privacy. "It is with more sadness than words can say that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family privacy at this time. A friend of the family told the publication that Ozzy's widow is very, very fragile and that she is terrified for her health. Close friends of Sharon Osbourne have revealed that she might choose to bury her husband Ozzy in the garden of their family multi-million mansion in Welders, Buckinghamshire. This desire to be buried in the garden comes from Ozzy himself, as he wrote in his autobiography, titled I Am Ozzy. On page 388, Ozzy wrote the following about his death. If I don't live a day longer, I'll have had more than my fair share. The only thing I ask is that if I end up brain dead in a hospital somewhere, just pull the plug, please. But I doubt it'll get to that. Knowing me, I'll go out in some stupid way. I'll trip on the doorstep and break my neck. Or I'll choke on a throat, or a bird will shit on me and give me some weird virus from another planet. Look what happened with the quad bike. I'd been taking lethal combinations of booze and for decades, but it was riding over a pothole in my back garden at 2 miles an hour that nearly me. Don't get me wrong, I don't worry about that kind of heavy-duty stuff on a daily basis. I've come to believe that everything in life is worked out in advance, so whenever bad shit happens, there ain't nothing you can do about it. You've just got to ride it out, and eventually, death will come, like it comes to everyone. I've said to Sharon, don't cremate me, whatever you do. I want to be put in the ground, in a nice garden somewhere, with a tree planted over my head. A crabapple tree, preferably, so the kids can make wine out of me and get pissed out of their heads. As for what they'll put on my headstone, I ain't under any illusions. If I close my eyes, I can already see it. Ozzy Osbourne, born 1948, died whenever. He bit the head off a bat. Ozzy Osbourne's impact on music is huge. As Black Sabbath singer, he helped create heavy metal. His solo career also produced hits and cemented his Prince of Darkness image. Ozzy's influence reached beyond metal, inspiring artists from Metallica to Post Malone, and he collaborated with icons like Elton John and Slash. Birmingham embraced Ozzy as its own, with landmarks like the Black Sabbath Bridge and the Ozzy the Bull statue showing his cultural importance. The city's heartfelt reaction to his death, including public message books and extended museum hours, highlights his deep connection to his roots. A 2026 movie, Back to the Beginning, Ozzy's Final Bow, will let fans relive his last show, ensuring his legacy lives on. Ozzy Osbourne's passing marks the end of an era, but his life will be honored with the same passion he showed on stage. The upcoming public memorial in Birmingham will appropriately celebrate a man who always remembered his roots. While artists like Elton John and countless fans will pay their respects publicly, a private funeral will offer his family a peaceful time to grieve. Meanwhile, the world will keep mourning and celebrating a true rock icon. From the Black Sabbath Bridge to radios everywhere, Ozzy's music and spirit will live on, proving, as Youngblood said, the music was enough.